Okay. Hello, everyone. I am recording this, so if you're watching the recording, thanks for taking time to watch the recording with us. My name is Susie Ralph, for those of you who do not know me, and I have had a lot of people recently in the last few weeks asking questions about what are some of the things that we can use with our oils and our supplements through Young Living that will help us with the stress that we're feeling, the anxiety that we're feeling, the depression, getting ready for possibly kids going back to school and keeping their immune system strong, or keeping the parents' immune system strong so we're going to work, and just what they're saying, what do you do? What can we do? And so I thought, well, why don't I jump on and do a video and share some of the tips that I've learned over the last 6 years. And I hope that it helps you. Of course, I am not saying that I am going to cure anything or prescribe or diagnose anything. I'm just going to share my tips and my personal experiences, and maybe some tips of personal friends and their experiences. You can probably hear my children and my dog in the background, and for that I apologize, and I hope it's not too distracting. I am going to keep this as close to 30 minutes as possible, and I'm going to screen share. I do have a little PowerPoint that I'm going to start with, and then at the end we're going to turn that PowerPoint off, and I'm going to show you physically some things that we do. So let's screen share. Okay. If I can have Rossi or someone unmute for a second and just let me know that you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. I cannot see myself, but I think you guys can still see a video of me, like with the screen, but all I see is
can.
point. Okay, so I have to remember that you can see me. Okay, so we're going to start with some supplements that are going to help with our just overall wellness and immune system. And before we get to that, I'm going to say a disclaimer that everything that I'm sharing is intended for educational purposes only. It's not been evaluated by the FDA. I'm not diagnosing, prescribing, or treating disease, illness, or conditions, and you need to seek a professional if you need help with those specific things. Suggestions that I'm going to make are going to be specific to Young Living, essential oils, and so that's my disclaimer. So one of the things about supplements, our Young Living supplements, is that they have bioavailability, which means that our bodies absorb more of the supplement than if we were to use something off the shelf somewhere else. Young Living supplements are unique that they have an 80% absorption rate compared to most supplements that have a 30% absorption rate. So essential oils are infused into the supplements, which make the nutrients and vitamins more bioavailable in the body. And this means, I'm so sorry, this means that the body can absorb them and use them as nutrients. And I've said before to friends, like, I don't want to be spending a bunch of money for expensive pee. Like, I want my body to be absorbing the nutrients and actually using it. And we don't have to have as much of the nutrients in the actual tablet or capsule or whatever, because our body is actually absorbing more of it. So inner defense is one thing that our family uses. Our family, Ben and I, will take these capsules. If you have children, you can pierce the capsule and use it topically on them if they're not able to swallow pills, if they're young, but inner defense says that it reinforces the systemic defenses, creating unfriendly terrain for yeast, fungus, promotes healthy respiratory function, contains potent essential oils like oregano, thyme, and thieves. And so these are liquid soft gels. They dissolve quickly for maximum results. I know a lot of teachers use these during the fall and winter months when things are going around. Some people just use it like Ben and I when we're about to travel. And I know things are different in the day and age that we're living in now, and most people are staying home. But if you are going to be around people, using this as a precaution is very helpful. Or if you're starting to feel run down or feel like you've kind of got something, using this inner defense is great. And I should have grabbed mine so I could read what the directions say. But it says something like take 1 to 2 a couple times a day. And then it says you can take like 3 like throughout the day. Like it says you can increase it as needed, 4 or 5 if you really needed to. And something about Young Living supplements, when I was learning under Gary Young, one of our who founded Young Living, they said that he put the directions on on our supplements as a starting point, and then you kind of figure out your body and you can increase or decrease as you need. Life 9 is our probiotic, and everyone knows, most people know that our gut health really affects our mental health and our overall health. And so if our gut is happy and doing the things that it's supposed to be doing, if we're pooping regularly, we're going to feel better. And our gut is really connected to feelings of anxiety and stress. Having a probiotic is going to help your immune system. It says when your gut isn't performing properly, you can feel sluggish and run down. So putting this into your daily routine, you'll feel more energetic. I don't need to read all of that stuff on there. You can pause the replay later and read all of that. Master Formula is a full spectrum multi-nutrient complex. It provides vitamins and mineral food-based nutrients. So this is basically like your multivitamin. So it comes in a packet. Does it say how many pills are in it? I think it's like 4. It comes in like an easy packet, so you can just throw them into your purse or your bag. So if you forget to take it in the morning, it's easy just to rip that packet open and take it. It has been out of stock, and I know that it's coming in stock very soon. So when you see that come back into stock, that is something that you will want to consider. I used that as part of my prenatal vitamins. I took Master Formula, Ningxia Red, which is what I'm drinking right now, and Super B as my prenatal. But it's got some really good stuff in there. Mineral Essence, minerals. Is this a quote? Yeah. Here's the quote by the Nobel Prize winner, Linus Pauling. He says, you can trace every sickness, every disease, every ailment to a mineral deficiency. So Mineral Essence is something that is very beneficial for everyone. It does not taste very good. So a lot of people will mix it in water or juice. To me, it doesn't taste good because it's a lot of minerals, and minerals just aren't the best tasting thing. But they do enhance it with essential oils, so the absorption is even better, the taste is better. But what I will do when I remember is I'll put it into capsules. And so you can buy veggie capsules off of Amazon, or Young Living sells veggie capsules, and you can just fill those up and take them. You can use it on your body, but it's kind of sticky. There's people that will put it on the back of their knee so that it absorbs better. You can put it in Epsom salts and take a bath in it, and it will absorb through your skin. So those are some tips with that. Omega Guys, that is your fish oil. And it has CoQ10 in it. You can look that up to see what that's good for. It's very good for your brain, energy. Sorry. Yes. Someone would just texted me. You feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions if you need to. But I said I did take Super B as a prenatal. I'm not pregnant right now. Okay.
Okay. Because that's when you said I take it, I was like, what? Okay.
No. I have taken it. Yeah, I did not say that very well. Omega Guys, that's an old picture, but when I was at convention, I heard Dr. Jim Bob Hagerton. He did a little workshop, and I don't know if you don't follow him, you can follow him. He's on Instagram and Facebook, but he said that Omega Guys, like if he had to pick just a couple things to take, Omega Guys would be at the top of his list, along with Ningxia Red. And if I can remember my alphabet as I talk out loud, I can look it up in my book here. But it says that While eating more fish is one way to consume these essential fatty acids, it's important to note that fish are often polluted with mercury and other toxins. While eating a lot, blah, blah, blah. Omega dyes actually test lower than the maximum allowable standards set worldwide to limit environmental pollutants. And so we know that we are not getting the nasty stuff that is in a lot of just fish and fish oil products. So the book that I was looking that up in is the Essential Oils Desk Reference, and I highly recommend that you get this book because not only does it have all of our oils in it, but it has all of our supplements. Young Living has over 600 products, and so we could spend a lot of time in going into all the little details of hundreds of things today, but I'm just going over some of the basics, most common things that have helped us. Super B, this is what I was talking about. Super B has all your B vitamins that you need. It also has folate in it, and it has nutmeg, which is really supportive of your adrenal glands, which sit right on top of your kidneys, and that helps you maintain healthy stress levels. So when you are stressed, your body is using all the B vitamins and eating them up, and your body does not hold on to B vitamins. So they're constantly needing to be replenished. So Super B is something that's very, very helpful. If you have not taken it before and you're going to take it for the first time, I want to let you know that your pee is going to be bright yellow, and do not be alarmed. It is working in your body and it's doing what it needs to do, and there's nothing wrong with you. It helps me personally with my mood. It helps me to feel happier, more energetic. I will take 1 or 2 in the morning, and sometimes I will take 1 or maybe 2 later in the day. It just depends on what my day looks like and what I have on my plate. And I'll let you read all of that later. Super C. So there's 2 versions of Super C. There's a Super C chewable and then the tablet that you can swallow. Our family uses the chewable. I don't think I really need to go into why vitamin C is good for you. I think we all understand that vitamin C is good for you and helps your immune system, helps us to stay healthy. And so those are your 2 options with vitamin C. Excuse me. And multigreens. If you do not eat a lot of greens and you need to get more green into your body, multigreens is a really good option for you. I like it for myself because I don't get enough greens, and it also helps me feel happy. It gives me energy. What does it say here? It boosts your vitality by working with your glandular, nervous, and circulatory systems. And then it just tells you kind of what it's made from. I was going to see if my book had any other additional. Just a fun fact about multigreens. When I traveled to, where did I travel to? Salt Lake City. The elevation really got to me. So the first time that I went there, I really did not feel good, and I didn't understand why. And later I realized it was the elevation, and multigreens helped me with that. So if you travel somewhere, that will be helpful. Goodbye. I don't know where she's going, but she's leaving. Okay. If you look multigreens up in this book, it talks about the clinical study about using the essential oils in the multigreens versus not, and the absorption rate. And so that was just one of the examples of when we put the essential oils into the supplement, it helps. Alkaline. I know Rossi uses alkaline. I don't use it very much, but it helps to settle stomachs, and it helps your pH balance. So you can look up why having a healthy pH balance is going to keep you overall healthy. But if you, whether you have tummy issues or not, alkaline is something that we all need. It has, it's effervescent, and so it's like bubbly. And that's just one that I was going to highlight. Cortistop, I do not use personally, but I know a lot of women who use it because our cortisol levels will get out of whack. It will have insomnia. It's when you're stressed, it rises really high. So this helps you with your cortisol when you're under stress. And so I think I wanted to make sure that I pointed that one out to you, and you can look it up. So this is going to help you, especially if you're having trouble with mental health as well as physical health. MightyPro, this is a chewable, and this is to support your immune system, and it helps you sleep because it has what is it in here? I can't think of the word. Melatonin. It has melatonin in it. So, and children and adults will take this. Yeah, melatonin encourages restful sleep. So if we're not sleeping, we're going to have stress. We may feel depressed. We may feel anxious. And our bodies are not going to be able to rejuvenate and heal itself as we sleep. Sulfurzyme. I have some sulfurzyme in my Ningxia Red right now. It has MSM in it, which is an organic form of dietary sulfur. Now, I am allergic to sulfa. It's different than sulfur. So if you have a sulfa allergy, you can still take sulfurzyme. A lot of us at first, when we hear that and we have that allergy, we're like, oh, we can't take it. You totally can take it. It comes in a capsule form, or it comes in a powder, and the powder has a little bit of stevia in it, so it sweetens it a little bit. So I add it to my Ningxia Red and water, and I take it that way. It's really good for your immune system. Helps with your intestinal function, your liver, circulation. It scavenges free radicals, and the free radicals are the things that are attacking our body and making it wear down. And it protects your myelin sheath on your cells. It does so many things. So sulfurzyme is really good. Hair, skin, nails, all that. Ningxia Red, I've mentioned Ningxia Red a few times. So most people watching this video or recording have used Young Living, but I know that this may be shared with a few of you who have not used any Young Living products. So Ningxia Red is our whole food wolfberry drink. It's an antioxidant drink that, again, attacks those free radicals and supports our whole body. So it's wellness head to toe. These are all of some of the different minerals and vitamins that are in it. Like I just said, whole body wellness. It helps to maintain normal eye health. We have people, personal friends, that have had success using Ningxia Red for their eye health. Like an eye doctor has had tests where this was in the red. You need to take the vitamin I prescribed to you, and they use Ningxia Red instead. And months later, they were improved and into the green. Help support normal cellular function. It has the citrus oils that have D-limonene in it, so you need to look that up and see what that's good for. It provides natural energy support. It helps prevent against oxidative stress, which is what I was talking about, the free radicals. And another thing that it does is it helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. So for those of you that are watching and you're like, I really don't know what an essential oil is, I know that most of you do, but I just want to briefly cover what they are. It's the natural compounds that's found in plants. It's the juice inside of the plants. It's like the blood of the plant that helps to heal it and protect it and bring nutrients to what it does. It can affect every cell in our body within 20 minutes. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't know where to put the oil. Just put it on your body and it's going to get to where it needs to go. Yes, there may be a time that putting it in a specific spot, like if you're having head tension, would be good to put it on your head. But overall, if you're just looking for help in general, just get it on your body. So we use it aromatically, internally, and topically. I mean, aromatically means you open the bottle and you smell it, or you put it in a diffuser and it goes into the air. Internally means you take it, you drop it into your mouth, or you put it into a capsule, or you drink it in your water or your Ningxia Red. And topically, just topically, common sense. So I don't have a Vitality bottle here right now. I could run to the wall, but I've got my earplugs in, so, or these, not earplugs, earbuds. So I'm not going to grab one, but Vitality oil has a white label, which means that it is labeled for internal use. And so there's a Thieves, this is Thieves, there's a Thieves bottle that has a white label, and that tells you that it can be used internally. The oil inside each bottle is the exact same oil. So there's no difference. I did want to tell you about frequency of oils because, are you talking to me? What? No, it's fine. Okay, if you want to. Lily's telling me she can grab a Vitality oil. Just any of the white bottles that you see there. Frequency is the thing that's really interesting to me. When I started with oils, I didn't understand this, but every living thing has a different frequency, and the healthier our body is, the higher the frequency is. And this is a scientific thing that can be measured. It's not like some crazy weird woohoo thing. Yes, thank you, Lily. So Lily wanted to show you, you can't see yourself, but they can see us, or they can see me. A Vitality label, which is, this is oregano, and this is and this is oregano, but they're the same oil in the bottle. Thanks, Lily. Okay, you guys, let me finish my video. So putting the oils on our body, getting them in our body, it's raising our frequency and helping us to be healthier. So wellness roller recipe. I have a lot of people ask me, what do you do in your wellness roller? Well, I do lots of different things. Sometimes tea tree is added to this. Sometimes, but this is the most common general wellness recipe. I don't need any water, thank you. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. Your water's over there. You want a new water? Oh, outside? Okay, when I'm done with my video. Okay, can you see me in this bottle? So it says 15 drops of Thieves, and I'm not gonna sit here and count all of these, but this is what you do. You put the Thieves in the bottle, and then you put the lemon in the bottle. It says 5 drops. You put the oregano in the bottle, put the frankincense, and it's not an exact science. Sometimes I do 20 drops of Thieves, sometimes I do 10 drops of the lemon, 5 drops of the oregano, 10 drops of the frank. It really isn't a big deal specific, as long as you're in the general area of that. And then usually, this is OrthoSport. Usually I have this kind of a top on my carrier oil, my V6. And then you just top, once you have your essential oils in, fill the rest with a carrier oil. And I use Young Living's V6 vegetable oil, but you don't have to use that. You can use, sometimes I use avocado oil. Sometimes I use grapeseed oil, coconut oil, olive oil, whatever you want to use as your carrier oil. And that's going to help it extend and last longer. It's going to make it so that the oils have a slower absorption rate into your skin, so it's not going to make it red and spicy. He's not. Sorry. So this is what we will make this, and then we will roll it on our daughters and ourselves, usually twice a day, morning and night. I don't always remember to do it twice a day, but at least once a day. And where do we roll it? Wherever we want. But for our children, typically the bottom of their feet and along their spine. If they're babies, just the bottom of their feet. Young Living has a Thieves roller bottle. So if that's all you want to use, that would be perfect. You don't even have to mix anything up. That's the thing about Young Living. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to make blends, and I don't know how to. You don't have to. That's not, they have made the blends for us, and we like to mix things up because we like the smell of them, or because we know that the Thieves, lemons, oregano, and frankincense, all the goodness that they have, and so we want to put them together and just make it easy to put on, and so we put it into a roller. But this Thieves has what you need in it. It has lemon in it, it has cinnamon, it has rosemary, has clove, and so just up and down the spine, bottom of the feet. Thieves is a spicy oil because it has that clove in it and the cinnamon in it. that it can make your skin red, and it can feel a little bit tingly. So if that happens, just dilute it with a carrier oil. But that is the roller recipe that we typically use. Sometimes it has tea tree in it. Here's a nose swipe. So Egyptian gold was a free oil that we got this month. If your ER order has not gone through, or you haven't done your, I don't think it's ER only. I think it's anyone at a certain tier can get Egyptian gold. So what people do, I have personally not made this yet. I first learned of it several years ago when someone was saying when any time that they travel on an airplane, they will mix this up and pick their nose. Basically, they'll stick it up in their nose or use a Q-tip and put it inside their nose. Some people don't put it in their nose, they just put it on the outside of their nostrils. But what that's doing is it's kind of creating a barrier for whatever might be wanting to make home in your body. But Egyptian gold and Exodus 2 are very common for what they put in there. So mix it up in the rose ointment, and rose ointment is very firm and hard, so you use a knife and it becomes softer, and you just mix it up and put about 7 drops, maybe more or less. You can kind of test it out for yourself. Exodus 2 is a blend that was made based on Moses's holy anointing oil in the Bible. And it says that researchers believe that the aromatics used by Aaron, the brother of Moses, to protect the Israelites from a plague. What happened? Are you okay? I don't know what happened. They contain immune stimulating. I can't say everything that it does, but look up if you don't have a desk reference. Pocket reference is where I would start. It just has the oils. It doesn't have the supplements. Okay, you're okay. You'll be fine. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. No. That's a lot of the immune stuff. Now I'm gonna talk about the some of the questions about mental health. Valor is my all-to. When someone says I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxious, I say Valor. Smell it. Is this bottle? Put drops. Rub it on the back of your neck. I'm sorry that she's crying, guys. On your ears. On your chest. She's fine. Put it on every morning to just help you have a good day. Carry it with you so that when you have moments of anxiety, you can use it. Peace and calming is another one that people like, but Valor's my go-to. It also comes in a roll-on, so it's really easy to travel with and just roll it everywhere. You can't overdo it. You're not gonna overdose on using those. You could put lavender in a roll-on. Come here. Stress away comes in this. So lavender comes in the starter kit. Valor comes in the starter kit. Most of you have these. Thieves comes in the starter kit. I'm doing a video. You gotta wait, okay? Stress away comes in the starter kit. You can see that the starter kit comes with a roll-on, and I put the roll-on on top of it. Peace and calming, bergamot is really good. All the citrus oils are really good to help your mood, especially if you're feeling cranky. And then vetiver is really good to ground and calm yourself, especially if you're dealing with some past trauma. I'm trying to get out of this. Oh, sleep. Sleep, this is the last slide, then I'll turn it off. So we talked about why sleep is a good thing for our body and our mental health. So some things that might help you with sleep essence. It's a capsule that you would take at night. Rutavala is an oil. Tranquil is an oil. Roman chamomile and Dreamcatcher. Those are all oils that will help. Whoa, I'm going to stop the screen share. Okay. being super distracted, but that's okay. Some of the things that I wanted to mention when we're talking about our health and our mental health is to eat fresh fruits and vegetables and drink lots of water. Processed food is going to make us feel worse mentally. She sees herself mentally and physically. Sugar lowers our immune system. So to try to limit sugar and to exercise. These are like common sense things, but sometimes we don't want to do it in my case, or just can't do it. And obviously we're told if we can exercise 30 minutes a day, it's going to help with our mental health and our physical health. But maybe you're at a place in your life where that's just like, you just physically or mentally, you cannot get up and do it for 30 minutes. Just try a minute, try to start somewhere. And these oils will help you kind of give you the energy and the motivation. They can be that bridge that you need to take that next step to make some healthy choices in your life. If you don't have someone to talk to, find someone. I'm willing to listen to you. If you attend a church somewhere, reach out and let people know that you're struggling and that you need someone to talk to. Hormones, especially women, we have lots of hormone issues up and down, and that can really affect our health and affect our moods. And Pro Plus, Progestins Plus, you need to be quiet because you're like whining into the microphone, is something that has really helped me to feel better, to not act like a monster. It's just it's a serum that I put on my forearms every day, and then when I'm getting up to my period starting, I increase it. And then there are women that use it that have already gone into menopause, and it helps them. It helps with insomnia, it helps with irritability and things like that. If you need to get your hormones checked and all of that, and you've had them checked and they're saying that they're normal, I would suggest, if you still feel like, well, I feel like something's off, I would suggest finding an integrative or a naturopath that's going to do a saliva test for you, an integrative doctor or a naturopath doctor, because saliva tests are often more accurate than the blood tests. And just because you fall in what is known to be the healthy hormone area, for your body personally, it might not be where you need to be. So just to think about that and talk about that with your health professionals. Citrus Fresh, that's in the starter kit. That is so good for anxiety, depression. I'm not saying that it's gonna cure anything. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it can help you feel better. Diffuse it, take it internally, put it on your skin. It's summertime, so don't put it on your skin where you're going to be out in the direct sunlight because it's going to attract the sun. It's photosensitive, you will burn. But you can put it under your clothing, drink it in your water. Frankincense, just dropping frankincense in your mouth, under your tongue, when you're feeling those moments of like overwhelm, I can't handle this, I'm super sad. Frankincense will help. It doesn't taste good, but it will help you. If you need to breathe, if your lungs are having issues and you're feeling like you can't get a breath, frankincense is really good. There's lots of breathing oils. We're not talking about breathing today, but that just came to my mind as I was talking about frankincense. Lemon, we've talked about lemon a lot, and other things, but lemon is really good for all the different things we've talked about as far as immune system and your mood. So I think I need to get done now, but I hope that it was helpful. It's really just the tip of the iceberg of things that we can talk about. If you are a Young Living member in my organization, you have access to our Facebook groups. There's one called Learn Together that's run by Lauren Bretz and some of us, and there are so many videos and great information shared in there about how to support your body to do what it needs to do and to support your mental health. And so careful, you're going to spill my drink. You're not sitting on this chair. No, not right now. I'm going to drop you guys and just stand there. They can see you standing. but use those resources that you have. If you have not started with Young Living yet, talk to the person that shared this recording with you, because they have a referral number and they will be able to answer your questions and help you get started and show you what's going to be the best bang for your buck, to help you get started on this path. I have this hand sanitizer here because I wanted to tell you that the Thieves hand sanitizer does not have the harsh chemicals and possible toxins that are in a lot of the hand sanitizers. So this is a time that the world is using lots of hand sanitizer. So I really recommend that you stock up on Thieves. It comes in this travel size and a larger size. I will be sending it to school with Lily if and when she goes to school. And just something I was going to mention at the beginning that just came to me was that just by eliminating some of the harsh chemicals in our homes and our cleaning products and our makeups and our lotions, we will start seeing a difference in our health, in our mental health, and our physical health. Ben, I used to get a Lily, I'm finishing. I used to get a sinus infection every single year and have to take an antibiotic at least once a year, and I have not had to do that in the last 6 years. I think maybe I did in my first year using Young Living, so maybe it's been 5 years. And the girls rarely get sick. They do get sick. We're gonna get sick. It's gonna happen. We live in a world where we get sick, and you know what? It's actually okay and good, because when we get sick, our immune system gets stronger and it learns to fight the things that we're exposed to. But there are natural things that we can do that can help us, and I've just seen it firsthand, and I just want to share it with you. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry that I went a little longer than I intended, and if you guys, I'm going to end the recording, but if someone is watching this live, I'll answer some questions if you have any, and if you are watching the recording, you can reach out to whoever shared it with you or myself, and we will be happy to help and chat. Have a good day. Bye. Say bye. Bye.